We back. I don't know why always drunk when we start, but it's like that sometimes, I guess. Alright,
This is an
3D.
outrage! Our strong feelings for Hemming come with much grief.
Yes.
Festive.
Too festive, and too soon. Fires, fights, and every man soaked in mead. Ugh, this has gone too far.
Hemthorpe could burn before the pyre's lit.
Gods, have I failed my dear Jarl?
Not
Peace,
yet.
Tryggvi. I'll do what I can to calm things.
The rowdy guests are around. Okay. Who's rowdy? Rowdy? Find and calm the guests.
Stretch your wings.
There's some guests. Thou shalt be calm. Oh, chill. I literally just walked.
Stay back!
What the heck?
Beast. Flee, warrior, flee! Loki's horde lays waste here!
You mean Hemminger's famous fighting roosters?
Dragons with mighty claws! Save me from their wrath!
I saved you. I think we should... Oh, they're beating people up! Take that. Get saved.
Thank you, mighty Thor. You've saved my life.
When you sober up, steer clear of roosters.
Imagine just getting mauled by chickens. There's one. Wasn't there more? There's a side quest there as well. We're right here. Why not?
The seats have... On to the next ruling. Shall we play in the woods or down by the river tomorrow?
Stools on the hay side are for the woods, and the side with the sacks of beans for the river. Pick your seats. No pushing, Bjornsson. I'm watching you.
Well, this is not good.
What do you
It's
mean?
a draw. This has never happened.
I'm literally sitting here.
What about the tall one? Can we ask her to help break this tie?
Good idea, Froda. Tall one, sit by the hay side if you vote for the woods. For the river, the side with the sacks of beans.
Where's their beans? Oh, I guess that's what that is.
The answer is clear. We shall play in the river tomorrow.
Aye.
Now, the next matter for our Alving. We need a name for our merry band. The choices are Raiders of the Cake or the Shadow Dragons.
Stools on the hay side are for Raiders of the Cake, and side with the sacks of beans for Shadow Dragons. Pick your seats.
Okay,
Tall one, you too. Just in case we end up in a tie again.
who the heck would choose cake? Oh, it's the same people doing the same thing. And this girl
It
still
looks
doesn't know
like
what we're doing.
tied. For now.
Tall one, we need your help once more. It is final. From now on, we are the Shadow Dragons.
A fitting name for future warriors.
Now to our next vote.
How many votes are there?
What should we do if we manage to capture a picked soldier? Stools on the hay side are for beating him up. Side with the sacks of beans for taking him prisoner.
You don't get prisoners. It's literally the same people voting the same
Looks
thing.
like we are tied. For now.
Tall one, we need your help once more.
I'm already sitting.
The seats have spoken. We shall show no mercy. The badge of courage will be given to those who voted as such. You too, Tall one.
Thank you, children.
You gave me a
Remember,
tooth?
never go easy on your enemies.
Froda, write that down. The Tall One's words will be remembered. Thanks for the help, Tall One.
The next generation inspires confidence. Snottinghamshire is in good hands.
Let's go. What is with people and giving teeth?
Play, because the Tall One is a big baby.
Excuse me. rude.
Help! Fire! Save my Voda, it burns!
What is this Voda you speak of?
A gift without price.
That lady just
fit
got
for a
slapped.
Jarl's lips. But hurry, it catches flame.
Yoink. Oil? What?
Help! Fire! Save my Voda, it burns!
Who the heck has oil that they need to save? You're welcome.
If this is your Voda, I managed to save it from the licking flames.
You dared Surtur's heat, yes! A most potent drink, distilled from grain by the Rus of Kiev. Dip your horn and have a drink.
We're gonna drink that? It's on
A bit
fire.
of drink in the belly, never hurt.
Watch yourself. The Voda sneaks up on you quick.
Stop slapping each other. Oh god. It's happening again! Are you calm? I should throw this. Place. Place. Am I supposed to keep drinking here? Like, what am I doing? Bruh. Are you still rowdy?
What see you, old friend?
I guess not.
He's a dead man if I ever get my hands on him.
Come out, you dung-eating rat!
What'd you do?
What madness is this?
You dare wash our beloved Hemingir with your filth!
I asked you a question, friend.
There's a Saxon within. One stupid enough to try sending Hemingir to heaven over Valhalla. Now he cowers behind a locked door!
I only did right by his immortal soul.
You will get what is right for you!
Calm yourselves, all of you. I'll speak with him, unmask his true intentions.
Get that stain out here now!
Regardless, it seems neither of these candidates have their place under control.
Oh my god!
The people are quite upset.
Leave me be! I did nothing wrong!
You should walk out of here on your own before you cannot walk at all.
Yes, yes, I'll walk. Don't hurt me, please! There's a key there. If you open the door, I will follow you out.
Why can't you just do it yourself?
You've got the key! Use it!
Get that stain out here now!
Say, monsieur!
Stundo! You'll pay for your wrongs, desecrator!
Enough. Let him speak to explain himself.
I loved Hemingr. I swear. I only want him to fly free in the kingdom of God.
So you drench his body with your filth waters?
Is it your Christian holy order?
Of course. I anointed him in the name of the Lord.
Shut your mouths, both of you. Your antics have outlasted their welcome. Now go. Some order seems to have been restored. Now to Tryggvi, to let him
Yeah, I
know.
mean, honestly, if they both were like, I don't know, living in harmony,
I have calmed the guests
him go where he
as much
wants.
as they can be in their grief.
They mourn. It is to be expected. Still, thank you.
And how do you feel, old friend?
I mourn more deeply than most, I think.
Hemming, would be proud of what you have accomplished here. All you have done for him.
you didn't do
I hope
anything
so.
here.
This ache will pass, Tryggvi. With time.
I did it all.
It will.
I literally did all the work while you sat in this room. Hello? Questos. Speak with Vili. Ooh. Where is he? He's that way. But like, there's a tattoo over here. And you know tattoos take precedence. Get out of the river. What is this? I wonder if it's possible to just like drop on top of it. Nope. Come back. How is this even possible? There's not this much wind. Come on. Come on. Gotcha. Well, what is it? A Midgard. For the arms. I want a good head tattoo. Like, I like the one that I have, and it'd be kind of dumb to just remove it. But I want like a cool one. I wish you could have multiple on each spot. Climb. Alright, Vili.
This is an excellent shield, Sullivan. Gunnar's craft never disappoints.
This dude literally always has his axe drawn.
And here, from the Raven clan.
An impressive shield.
It is good, but it needs a touch of grandeur, something personal for your father. A sigil, I think. A mark to adorn the front. We need an artisan. Is there one in the village?
I know a man. A master craftsman in exile. He lives in a cave northeast of Hemsop. I would take you there myself, but I have Isbjorn to retrieve.
Isbjorn, your father's spear. Did he not wield it at Ulkethorpe?
He lost it some winters back on a bear hunt. He hit the beast hard, but the spear stuck and the bear fled into the forest.
And after all these winters, you hope to find it again and present it to the pyre. The odds are narrow, to say the least.
Fret not, friend. I have a nose for these things. Seek out the exile. He'll see to your shield.
Okay. I'm stealing your horse. Senor Exile.
This must be the cave Vili mentioned. Who would live here?
I don't know. Don't judge cave dwellers, bro. I'd live here. Hook me up with some electricity, some Wi-Fi. Ooh. Place is cool. Huh? Why is fabric so hard to come by? What this? Titanium?
The exile must value his solitude living in a hole such as this.
Who doesn't? I mean, this is a bit of an excessive entrance to your house, but like, you do you.
Odin's beard.
Howdy.
You're a difficult man to find. Hemminger Jarl is dead. I was told you're a master craftsman. I seek an etching on the shield to celebrate the life and death of Hemminger Jarl.
The stones.
Hemminger Jarl possessed a steady hand and steady heart. Do you possess the same?
I mean, not really. Oh no. Oh no. Not this again. Alright, I forget the controls. Is it just that? At least it's not too high up. No, we gotta go with all of them. Hehe. Easy.
Your heart is not yet steady.
What do you mean?
How could it be at such a time?
Hemminger Jarl's heart never wavered.
In life it did not, but in death it lies still as a stone. You've not yet answered me. Will you help me with my etching?
How will you remember him?
By his wisdom, always an inspiration.
The web of Wirth, then. 9 lines that write our fates. Past, present, and future entwined. Is this what you desire?
I still need to consider. By his unrivaled prowess on the battlefield.
Ah, Gungnir, then. Odin's faultless spear. A symbol of power. Is this your choice?
I still need to consider. By his determination to keep his clan safe and his people celebrated.
The mark of Vegvisir. Sights never lost. Is this your decision?
I like that one.
Yes, I choose this one.
I will begin.
How did you come to be here?
Fate. I was given a death sentence. Unfairly, I felt. But a man was killed. Hemminger Jarl desired for me to live. The villagers did not. My sight and exile. That was our compromise.
He's not blind, though.
Thank you for this.
His son will take his place.
That is for Vili to decide.
Vili has no say. Fate has already decided.
The Alding is tomorrow, and a Jarl must be chosen. I should speak with Sunniva about this.
I'm thinking the sun still. Because who says the other guy can't be like an advisor? I think he knows what he's doing, but he doesn't have the respect. So therefore, he could just be like a helper. Now this is an easy way in and out, I guess, except for that boulder. Alright, Sunniva. I think I've made up my mind.
Did you consult the Volva?
Mm-hmm.
And were your questions answered?
Some questions were answered, others I must answer myself. Do you think there is a place for Vili in our settlement? He expressed a desire to live and work with us.
Will he not be Jarl of this shire before the day's end?
That remains to be seen. Some are more eager to see Tryggvi in the high seat.
Eivor, Tryggvi has no intention to lead. He feels duty-bound to follow his master into death.
Absolutely not. My father would never allow such foolishness.
How else can I honor my Jarl, old as I am? This is no country for me. The future is yours, Vili.
The flames of this pyre will burn for my father. You must live. I forbid you to follow him into death. I will not let you sacrifice yourself.
Do you forbid me as a friend, Vili? Or as our new Jarl?
As a man who would see you come to your senses.
Vili. Tryggvi. Each man wears one of Hemminger's boots, with both men unwilling to seize the other.
Does the world need such useless, dithering men? Why not stake a claim yourself? Take this shire of your own.
It is not my place.
Odin is not very good.
Anywhere you lay your head, any hill you summit, any silver you take for your own. Do not limit yourself to niceties.
Nottinghamshire deserves a leader to admire. A man the people can trust. Most love Vili, and he loves them. But he lacks the will to be leader. He could learn, but does he wish to? And Tryggvi, sturdy and wise, and loyal to the legacy Hemminger Jarl left behind. Almost to a fault. But he is old, and his thrill for living has fled him. Hardly inspiring.
You cannot! I will not allow it!
I am not asking for your permission. Only your forgiveness.
Gods, Eivor, put a stop to this fool's death wish.
No, we're not letting him do that.
This is no small decision, Tryggvi. And not without great cost. The Shire will be diminished without you.
But I have nobody left. My life's purpose lies dead upon that pyre.
That is not so. When people look to my father for guidance, who did they see him turn to for counsel?
Hemminger Jarl was my rock. Yes, I gave him counsel, but he made the hard choices.
If Hemminger were here, would he not urge you to wield this wisdom for the betterment of all? And was your vow to serve Hemminger Jarl unto death, or to serve his legacy in life?
I will stay. You have wisdom, Eivor. More than I could have guessed.
Eivor!
Sunniva!
Picts were spotted moments ago, lurking in the thicket. Vili gave chase.
Arshstick! You should have roused me first. Show me where he went.
Let us wake the others. The dark is lousing with Picts.
The nobles are too drunk to join this fight. It would be a slaughter on both sides.
You know best, Drengur. Just take care, will you?
I got it.
His rage has consumed him, Eivor. All this anger, this sadness, it has truly taken form.
Arshstick was never one to temper his emotions. This was bound to happen. I should have been more vigilant.
Do not blame yourself, Drengur.
He always had me to watch his back, as children. And again now, if this rampage is what he needs to rid himself of the sick that binds him, I will at least make sure he does not hurt himself.
Thank Odin he has the mighty Wolf-Kissed as his shadow.
There are things we do for family, Sunniva. No questions asked. For you, I would have done the same. For any of Raven clan.
We know, Drengur. That is why we are sworn to you. Here, Eivor. This was where Vili saw the scout killed and then charged after the enemy ahead. I will head back to Hemthorpe and make sure our ravens stand vigilant. Return to us safely, Drengur.
Easy.
This place is heavily guarded.
1v20 them. What is this? No. A lot of people dead.
Avon, perfect. I could use your assist right now.
I got you, bro. Is that guy's name Macbeth? Hello?
Stop, Vili. They're gone. It's done.
I've seen roosters fight with no spirit.
Oddly enough, so have
jump.
I.
That sound.
Jump.
Thunder.
Jump.
Footsteps.
We need to fall back. Follow me. Quickly.
I would if, you know, I could jump. My dude finally has a battle to fight and he doesn't even have the battle axe. What happened to that? Hello. Wow. Yikes. Idiot. See, I still don't understand that. It just does the same thing as if I pressed R, regardless. Maybe I gotta hold. Let me see. Do I have to hold it? What is it? This one? No. This one? Press R when aimed at a stunned. Yeah, so like it just doesn't work. Stunned. Weird. Maybe I'm drawing the bow and you're not supposed to do that. We'll see. See, no, it doesn't work. Get my arrows. Come on, idiot.
Savior.
No. Great. Not as much of a Sparta kick as I was hoping, but it's something.
Save your honey words for when we get out of here alive, Arstick.
How far we gotta go? Where the heck is he leading me?
Ah, by Thor's thunderhammer. That quickened the blood.
Wild and reckless, like our first battles together. Remember the island north of Stavanger?
I do. Kjotve the Cruel trained his berserkers there.
Great lumbering fools, foaming at the mouth. We taunted them from the treetops.
And the drunk one, remember? Naked as the morning. Froze his cock off trying to find us.
Then fell to humping a snowdrift.
Were you glad to hear from me?
I thought it wasn't from him.
I did wonder what trouble you had been up to. But I smiled at hearing your name, and I wondered if you had taken after your father. If you were now leading your clan.
Well, you have your answer. I'd sooner take after a troll and leave this clan in your hands.
That I will not do.
When my father was named Jarl, he had no one to help him, and still he triumphed. But I am not my father. I simply want to roam. Do you think Sleipnir would be content bound to a stable, no matter how glorious it may be? Hey, what is that for?
You have friends, Vili. What about Tryggvi? And me? And your clan?
Of course. I know that.
You can't roam forever. Keep that in mind. You are surrounded by those who love you. And that will not change. Unless you push it all away.
You speak a truth. I understand.
Troll-faced arstick.
A chicken draugur. Is such a thing possible? For that does not seem possible.
Voda too. A water infused with fire. I do not lie. Your father's death aside, Billy. This has been... good. Fun even.
Do you ever wonder what might have happened if we had not been separated by the North Sea so early in our lives? What adventures we would have had. The raids, the battles, the glory. I even think about what we might have been to each other.
I have, fondly. And often enough that it sometimes seemed you never left. Maybe you never did.
I want you, Eivor. Your warmth. Your touch.
Sorry, Rondvi.
Like this.
I cannot say how I will feel tomorrow, Eivor.
Shut up, Billy. Billy, you know that this was momentary heat, just a flickering flame.
Yes. We let our passions set sail, just this once. I should get back. Rest. The funeral will still be there when you wake up fully.
Who would be able to sleep like that? Next thing you know, a bear comes and eats your
Billy,
face.
gone already. To prepare for the funeral, I imagine. So many Danes, so many Norse. This will be the send-off Heiminger deserves. All the funeral preparations are in order. Be patient, Heiminger Jarl. We're about to send you on your final journey. Will your god water survive these flames?
It will. And should Heminger Jarl so desire, our god will be ready to accept him into the kingdom of heaven.
Tell me, what funeral gift did you manage to offer your Jarl?
Some Voda survived the fire. It will keep Heminger warm in Odin's hall.
If he's not careful, that Voda will burn all of Valhalla down.
Is that just like another word for vodka?
No longer besieged by chickens, I see.
Throw the dragons on the fire with the great Jarl. We shall devour them together.
Viltu lána mig kannan þinn? Ég skildi
Hello?
blóta minn og gára á. Vel, það gott.
Okay.
Eivor, we meet again.
Brothers, sisters,
Halfdan,
king and
it's
clan.
good to see you.
Aye.
It is time.
If only our meeting were to take place during a more joyous occasion.
To come all this way, you must have known him well.
Not as well as I would have liked, but he was a fine warrior and an honest man. One I could trust, and I trust very few. To Heminger Jarl, Skål.
Aye. Skull.
Who are you?
I've not seen your face among the Hemminger clan. From where do you hail?
I come on behalf of the mighty Halfdan Ragnarsson of Northumbria to deliver a gift to the departed Hemming Jarl. These people are good drinkers and good warriors. Halfdan will be pleased.
He's right there, though. Oh, he was. There he is. Home styles.
Sure, old friend. It is good to see you here. Is Luvina here as well?
One of us had to stay in Jorvik. She wishes she could be here, but alas, our duties never rest.
Aye, never. Only Hemminger Jarl has that privilege now.
Eivor, my father sets forth on his final voyage.
May the winds favor him.
The nobles have offered up their funeral gifts. All but you. Present what you have, and the celebration may begin.
I have it here.
I wonder why you'd be able to do it later.
In council, you were the wisest. At the hearth, the kindest. In battle, the bravest. May the sign of Vegavisir, the rune of the way, guide you to the hall of many doors.
Stand at my side.
Speak from your heart, Hemminger son.
Today we mourn the passing of Hemminger Jarl of Nottinghamshire. My father. Our father. He was a towering force. A strength to fear and admire. Now gone. Yet together we are the example of his greatness. I see him in each of you. His love for battle, but also peace. For wisdom, sorrow, and joy. His generosity, his spirit. In you I see his life, and his love of drink. Gods, did he love drink!
How'd it get so dark so quick?
We are these things because he was these things. Father, we shall be to our children what you were to us. when they are ready, we will meet you again. Give him a fine farewell.
Sunniva, ride to Hemthorpe and prepare the longhouse for the Althing. The next Jarl will soon take his seat.
Why is everyone freaking out? What's happening?
You have seen what was needed.
I have. More than enough.
That was weird.
Ah, a thirsty foe.
No.
Down it faster than me.
No.
And you are the victor.
No.
Fear got you then. Deep in your belly.
Yes. Sunniva.
Have they given their Jarl a fine farewell?
Yeah, everyone was running and screaming.
They have. None drank so well and so deeply as Clan Hemminger's son.
The declaration of succession must happen soon, before we are too drunk and exhausted to remember our names.
I agree. Call on those who must attend. The Althing will begin shortly.
I don't get why my opinion would even matter. Why do I need to be the one to decide?
Eivor!
You look uneasy.
Burdened by grief, drowning in need, and paralyzed by a sword. I stand between that man and Jarldom.
You stand side by side, Vili. One of you must step forward.
My father placed us side by side because he trusted your vision. So what do you see?
Oh.
Drunk as you are, I see before me a man full of passion, vigor, and a love for his people. I see a Jarl. Your burden will get easier to bear. Take your father's seat and make it your own.
I will.
Can't just abandon your duties, bro.
Good. Now let them know, Arstic.
People of Hemthorpe, of Ulkethorpe, of Snottingham. Today I pledge myself. As my father was, I shall be your Jarl.
That's it? You just have to say it's me?
Hemminger was a hero, not for who he was, but for the people he led. With Tryggvi by my side, with all of you, we will have glory.
You have already learned that people prefer shorter speeches to long ones, Vili Jarl.
It will take time to wear that title with comfort. My father never swore a formal oath with your clan. There was no need, for you are family. Let it be known, the Hemmingers and Clan Raven are true sworn friends from this day forward. You accept?
No. I said no.
Well?
Be fair. Be just. And call upon us often, our stick.
I'm sure I will.
It just made more sense.
Thank you for all you have done, Eivor. In my mind, this version of my life, one as a Jarl, was clouded with fear, disappointment.
It is time I returned to the settlement.
But seeing you as a leader in your own right inspires me to do the same. Farewell, old friend.
Bye. Take care. Report. Randvi. So where am I? So that's all these places, I think. So now I think it just leaves... We did this. I think it leaves here and here, which is still ridiculous. Ravensthorpe. Blacksmith still isn't back. Let's see what this new tattoo looks like.
There's some new things for you to look at.
What have you got for me today?
Turn. Nah. Nah.
Nothing more?
Nope.
I'll see you later, friend.
A good day to you.
Hopefully Sigurd isn't gonna be a little jerk. We ain't got time for that.
Good day, my love.
Push. Push.
I bring fair tidings, Randvi. Hemminger Jarl in Nottinghamshire has passed, but his clan remains allied to us.
Sad news, but you made the best of it.
I saw my old friend Willi on my visit. He's their Jarl now, and he's pledged to aid us in times of need.
Raw material. Ooh.
Ah, a new letter.
That's the guy from London. Request your presence at the unveiling of New London. Your presence is not needed, but will warmly be welcomed. Interesting. Well, let's do that, because that's going to give me a quest, I think. Let's just go there real quick. Let's see what that's about. London, London, London. I don't know exactly where I'm supposed to go, but...
She looks good, Stowe. Good enough to attract a horde of Vikings.
That's not a compliment, Eivor. That's just alarming.
But it keeps your back straight, and your sword at the ready.
God's truth. I can't relax too much, otherwise I'll float away.
How is Erki? Is he well?
He is. God's kept his spirits and health up. He's waiting for me back at the governor's villa.
I would like to say hello.
You shall. We want to show you the result of all your aid.
Good. Lead on.
Eivor, you've come!
Hmm.
You really cleaned up the place.
Did ya?
Impressive.
Did you notice what we've done with some of the brickwork? Repurposed from old London.
And who are these people? There's a few faces I know already.
These are the good citizens of London, here to thank you for your help. Without you, these walls might have crumbled beneath the grasping vines of the Order. And we'd be but poor thieves of heathen scum. So we tip our wrists and raise our voices in thanks.
To Eivor!
Eivor! Eivor, Broka of Clan Raven, Lundin shall ever house you in her welcoming bosom. Skål!
That's it.
You see? Fresh bricks, a wash of paint. She looks brand new.
Trigger would have killed you for pilfering bricks from the Mithras ruins, no matter how vile that place was.
I don't see a difference.
It's a good thing London's new governor is rather fond of me and my schemes.
Don't you dare drag me into that job. I won't have it.
You rehearsed that for hours.
No speech for me, still? After I saved your ass in Sussex?
No, I remember Sussex quite differently.
You're all patched up and not a leech in sight.
Aye. Odin saw me as too handsome for his hall.
And was it Odin who carried you around for months?
Oh, thank the gods he didn't. Stowe cuts a much handsomer figure.
I don't feel like I have a target on my back when I walk through London these days.
I mean,
it's
I
a good
do.
feeling, isn't it?
And we did it together.
So eat, Eivor. Drink. Be merry. This is your celebration too.
There was still a place over there that was red. Who are you?
Stowe gave me work manning the Springles. No thanks to you. Still the best shot in London, I am.
Cool.
Visit me at home sometime. I'll show you how the Norse throw a feast.
Can't be much different than a Dane feast, I'd imagine.
We'd be honored, Eivor. But London needs us now more than ever.
Can I sit in this chair? No. Not doing that.
How are you, Gita? Recovering from your loss?
I wake every morning, and if I am lucky, there's a moment where I forget. My Regna, my poor girl is dead. But she is avenged. Thanks to you.
Take good care of yourself.
Go on! Go for it!
This idiot.
Eivor, we want to apologize. With no idea what we were doing or why.
But Stowe got us sorted out. We're glad he gave us another chance.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. Alright. Well, later, losers. Back to Randvi. Hello. I believe the only things left here are to do the second upgrades on, like the grain house, the chicken place, and the cat place. Let's do one of those. I'm thinking... Which one is this? I'm thinking this one. Cattle. Look at those moo cows. And I think I have enough to do another one. Yikes. Wow, I'm actually out of that. That's a first. Can I do...
Show me what lies ahead.
The other one. There's Sigurd, brooding. I wonder if the Randvi thing was the betraying, or if there's something else. Where is this thing? Can't do that either. Prepare to fall. Or not.
Pleasure to see you, Eivor.
I want to see the Alliance map.
So what's left? Can only do this one.
What transpires in Gloucestershire?
You may have noticed that Gunnar has disappeared from his forge.
Mm-hmm.
He has traveled to Gloucestershire in search of a wife.
A wife?
He is in love.
When did this happen?
When doesn't this happen with our dear, lovelorn blacksmith? But there is a bright side. He has asked you to join him.
Join his search for a wife.
And see that he does not make a fool of himself. I believe he thinks that your presence would bolster his image.
Okay.
All right, I'll be Gunnar's keeper, if only to bring him back in one piece.
Very generous of you. Make for the town of Gloucester. You will find him there.
There's only one place, there's 2 places total left, as far as I can tell. No, I didn't do that. Oops. But, like, what level am I? 270. The other place is what, 340? Yeah, like what? How am I gonna get that many more points? I shouldn't have done that yet. I should have done this first.
I miss.
Thank you for your aid. You have blah blah blah. This axe belonged to my father. Ooh. Not gonna use it. I don't need a two-handed weapon. Sorry. Where the heck are we going now? I don't know, we're going here. Oh, this is a cool place.
Hey! Learn how to ride, Dongling!
You, stupid.
There you are, Gunnar. And with a smile I haven't seen in some time.
Over here. Eivor. Thought I smelt you on the wind.
What was that supposed to mean?
Gunnar, with the speed you left home, I thought you'd been carried off by Valkyries.
I have. This Valkyrie right here. Bridget. My own heart's root. Meet Eivor.
It takes a rare woman to nail down our Gunnar.
With my Zigrili.
Huh?
Good to meet you as well. How did you find a woman in these backwoods?
She came through the settlement selling runes, outshone every stone in her satchel. She offered me a trade, a rune for a brooch I was making. I got a better deal. But she loves the ugly little thing.
Have you a family, Bridget?
Naf mama dad carried even gilid an anun. Can't help drews me.
Bridget man power the last high priestess and elderman. They since passed on. But the current elderman looks out for her.
I should like to meet this elderman of yours, if our kinfolk are to be joined.
A union forged in love. Come, we go find him. Oh, and don't blame me if he's heard a tale or two about you. What about it, Bridge?
Dim jolch. You two bags of air sich gumpas gilid. That's Eivor gal clis llawn.
What language is that?
Right, no daylight to waste then, huh?
Okay.
So the elderman may have heard a tale or two about my exploits.
Not all from me. Your name will be on the lips of every skull for years to come.
And the merchants here are not unsettled by lurking Vikinger.
They come from all over to celebrate Samhain. Most are too busy with the festivities to pay us mind.
Samhain? Is that what these carved roots are for? This tradition?
Aye. Faces cut into lanterns to ward off evil spirits and guide children home.
They have a haunted look about them. Let's bring a few back.
Yoink. That is pretty creepy looking.
There
Oh, it's an antler boy.
Kunan!
A good leader, seeing to his people's needs. Let us join hands when his task is done.
Yeah. Then let's introduce you to Tevdur. hands as clammy as a dead haddock, but his heart is in the right place. And he'll be alderman after Cunan. Tevder, this is Eivor, my chieftain.
Ah, yes. The way Gunnar speaks, I expected,
Me to ride in on a winged horse, cure the sick and the blind. His compliments are as blunt as his hammer.
Ah, more pagans crowding our table. Just lovely. Well, what brings you here?
Rude.
Have I wronged you? I'm here only for the wedding. Where I come from, we do not poison the well of friendship so swiftly.
And what has Dane friendship done for Christian Mercia? Unseated godright kings for puppet rulers?
So-called puppet kings keep your land safe and your bellies full. I ask no thanks, only hospitality.
Apples! Eivor, wait until you try the cider. You like cider, eh? Tevder? Cider?
Ah, you must be Eivor. Tevder, I see you've welcomed our honored guest. Come just in time for my last Samhain.
At your behest. We welcome all pagans set upon God's own Gloucester.
Tevder, as your harvest king, I demand that you remove the turnip from your arse and be merry. So you've come to meet the family before you whisk my Bridget away to her life as a smithy's bride.
We're honored to have her join the Raven clan, but your lush landscape will be hard to match.
I must give away girl and land in this misty season, but Gunnar is a good man, and he speaks tirelessly of you.
If you will excuse me, I have matters to attend to.
Ah, yes, the shrine. And with so many thieves and fangs on the path, a fellow may fall in God's service.
Cunan, I do not need a heathen escort.
Youth cut down in its prime, without even the memory of warm thighs and cider to sustain him in the afterlife.
Then by my honor, I shall not rest until I return him to you safely. Aye, Tevder?
I see I am outmatched. Though a Dane joining in praise to Saint Kenhelm, God will weep.
My lady love calls, Eivor. Oh, if you'd like to join us later, we're going hoodening this eve.
Go, may you have a fire-forged friendship. Watch for fairies, fenfolk, and fiends. I have a hand fastening to oversee, an apprenticeship to officiate, and a pig to slaughter.
Rude.
Well, shall we then?
We shall.
Samhain. Cunan humors these pagans too much. It is the first thing gone when I am Alderman. Fires and magic, spirits in the air. Gloucestershire has strayed from God's light.
People need carousing, especially before the winter frost. A festival brings warmth and cheer.
God's light does not dim as the nights chill, but the winters are hard upon the children. Seeing them run around.
It lightens the heart. Are there priests in your lands? I've met a few, liked even fewer.
The profane has gone unchallenged here. I alone am the reformation. They are a flock in need of my shepherding.
And how will you lead this great
guy's
renewal?
gonna be a cult
They
member.
will fill the church's pews, and we will thank him for all the gifts he brings. Not false idols of wood and clay.
And yet, are we going to pray at the idol of another? Is this Saint Kenhelm your god?
No, and we do not call him such. He is simply closer to the Lord's ear. Low in a mead of kine under a thorn, lieth poor Kenhelm, king-born. Is this land not beautiful, Eivor?
Aye.
Look, the path is untouched by danger, so your company is not needed.
You're a kinder man than the mask you wear. You won't be rid of me. I'll keep my word to Cunan for your safe return. I don't understand this Christian praying. I thank Odin while standing. Why get your knees dirty?
To humble ourselves before God. Besides, I've dirtied my knees doing worse.
That sounds like a tale I'd like to lend my ear to.
Please, Eivor, I must pray.
Should I watch or turn my back?
Oh Lord, gift upon this lowly servant your greatest gift. Patience.
I'll not have to interrupt your prayer to protect you, Teftir.
And yet you insist on doing so. What is it you are looking at? A hare?
Teftir, get to safety.
Uh-oh.
Find somewhere to hide.
Where did they come from?
I don't know. The woods?
That was close.
Yeah, that one moved about 10 feet.
Eivor, thank you for saving my life.
It is good I was here to protect you. Maybe Kunan has the eyes of prophecy.
Splood, cloven-hoofed and sent by Lucifer himself. This land must be returned to God's grace.
More likely the shrine is in their territory.
Lord, we thank thee for your protection.
It's not safe here.
Give me my moment's prayer, Eivor. I ask only this.
We should return to Gloucester, unless you like to thank the little martyr here for tonight's feast.
I'm not a babe in the woods in need of constant guard. Go on without me.
I gave Kunan...
Yes, your word. And when I see him, I will say you protected me from being skewered upon those devil's tusks.
I ain't leaving.
Oh, and Eivor, I owe you a drink at least. Later, if you'd have one. Find me at the festivities.
I don't trust it. This man gonna end up dead. Don't worry. I'll stand guard. I'm bored. Try not to die. I have a feeling that's gonna come back to bite me. He's gonna end up being like, yo, we abandoned him. It's ridiculous. That man clearly don't like us. What up?
Eivor, there you are.
Here I am.
So, what adventures did you find in my absence?
Escorted Teftir to the shrine of some Christian saint. Our path was not peaceful. Accosted by a singular of boar.
Odd, but path na usually safe. To the Brevo.
But you saved his hide. I bet it was quite the sight, two of you as a pair.
How did Teftir become Kunan's successor? He speaks with his god's fire, but I do not quite believe it.
I watched the Egloi's father's Harden call on Teftir. He believes Mavanade quite do.
Wait, that was kind of English.
But I think the lad can still be molded, Eivor. You might be just the one to do that.
I need a drink.
Try the cider. It's from last year's apple harvest.
That was like
Skull.
English. Except for some of it.
So, you invited me to a hoodening. What mischief is this?
Niguiscalan Vela Sprudjan and Creatures of the Vale. The bag for treats.
Creatures of the Vale to beg for treats?
To otherworldly visitors, and if you dress as one, you'll get that bounty yourself.
Freely given. I've only seen such a thing done at feasts.
Then we turn you into a beastie and have you roam the hills, braying for sweets and drink.
Can I be a spider? Oh.
It's hardly a disguise. Just a cloak and some bones.
Nonsense. You are the very spirit of the Mary Louved. Now, that's Hooden. Become the Mary Louved, the spirit who sings for cake and ale. And you cannot have your cloak back until we leave.
I'll keep this covering. But even a knife to my throat could not make me sing on command.
Shame. I heard your voice clear as a bell. Larks fall from the sky in envy.
Gunner, if no one else is dressed this way, I'll fill your shop with sheep.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
That house for sure.
Trick or treat.
What business have you? Oh, the Mary Lwyd. Right. We're doing cakes instead of beer this year. Samhain night and the moon is high. Mary Lwyd haunts my door.
Give me sweets and candied treats, the kind I most adore.
Here then. Sweets for the Mary Lwyd. You've earned it.
Let's go. Ew. That ain't no
Are
sweet.
you playing the role of trickster spirit?
Can trickster spirits see? The eye holes in this mask are terrible.
All it takes is a mask and some sweet cakes to turn you into a gentle skull.
I am not going to sing, Gunnar.
Too many knocks for as many times
Are
as I
you
hit
ready
that.
to rhyme with me?
Down the road from my abode, there is an open vale.
I've been here knocking and a-walking. Now give me cake and ale.
Brilliant, that is!
Why moldy cheese? I don't want cheese.
Lads getting into their cups, scaring the wee ones.
Knock, knock.
Goody.
Oh, thank the gods. We've been waiting for children all night to empty our stores so we can go to the party. Have some extra.
Look at these cakes. Sweet as honey, Gunnar. You should see this. Gunnar? My cakes.
This ain't no cake, brother. Hello, cat.
A child.
I have cakes. Mummy made. Here.
Where the heck is he?
I
Hear him.
said,
Gunnar!
take your horse gods and
damn
piss off back
deserter.
to your shit smeared.
You are either fearless or stupid, boy, to speak to someone of the Raven clan this way.
Fitting name for scavengers. Winged rats taking what isn't yours.
I'll pick out your eyes and feed them to your god.
Gunnar, we are guests here. Let him go. We can hood him more. You seem to want your nose broken, so let me oblige.
Christ, him tall.
Rude.
It's you lot we should be burning alive.
Are you sure you don't want to stay in Gloucester?
They know how to have fun.
You took my hat off.
Four spears! My leg!
Gunnar!
Buenavallis McCallum.
Look what you did.
Keep your brawls to the other side of the river. There's children about.
I don't answer to you, witch.
Thomas Fletcher, I brought you into this world, wiped your mother's birth blood from your face. Mind your tongue. Let's see that leg then.
It's nothing.
Careful with the old man. He's had many winters' worth of wounds.
Tilukis. Modron's a gumpas to patch this land.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
Will he walk again?
The gash is deep. If I cannot save the leg, the pigs will eat well tonight.
That man called you a witch.
I lead those who follow the old ways in Gloucestershire, but I offer my healing services on both sides of the river. Gweneth, my love, go back to the house and bring me the garlic salve.
And the worms? Are we cleaning or cutting, Mother?
Yes, grab the worms just to be safe. Now go, child. I promise not to cut it off before your return.
Give me strength.
Ma modern is known am a humor towish gadran.
I'm glad you're all finding my mortal injury so funny. Go, Eivor. Make merry and try to loosen Tevder's shoulders.
Modron, you do not have to save his leg. I'll understand.
That limb will be fine. But no medicine in England will stop the dribble from his mouth. I do not work miracles.
This is a cool little, what's it? Cloak. Do I get to keep the... I do. I don't know where that gets stored. Oh, I guess I don't get to keep it. I like it though. We'll have to speak with that guy another time though. Did a lot today. Okay, don't let me up there. Hopefully he loses his leg. Maybe that way he won't leave me stranded in a random place while trick-or-treating. But anyway, we're done. So we... Come on. Whatever. Out.